Come in. As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of— Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name? I'm surprised she was willing—
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle?
That's right. The Abyss— If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. But this time, with the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help. Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued, but when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case. In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can—
Whoa. Are we forgetting something here? What? You mean what?
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll—
Paimon wasn't that worried. What will you do without me? Okay, well—
I greatly— Everyone in Natlan knows how important this final battle is. If you have any other—
The Outlander with deep ties to this land returns. And this time—
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came—
How do you know? I see. So—
Natlan still has a final battle to fight for the sake of those countless lost souls.
If you press a leaf between dry sheets of paper, and handy bookmark.
Huh? What's that sound? Seems like it's coming from that brick. Oh no! Why is she crying? Should we go check on her? You know.
I'd leave her be. The warriors of the Flower Feather clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh!
Good to see you again, Traveler and Pipe. Before we carry on, let's get a little...
So, that girl on the bridge.
Don't worry. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for this... Well, in the Flower Feather clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders. But it's an extremely select... Koyer has spent years training for her most recent attempt. But unfortunately, sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the coup, they resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the winglets.
Do they get
What? No, of course not. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every... This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young... Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of... Until then, all we can do is quiet...
Ah, okay.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that. Yeah. People from my tribe call to the... But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur.
Surely there must be some...
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's... I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse.
Koyer still isn't giving up, even though Chaska's... What if we could get a...
It's a Kukasaur! Oh my gosh! Is this really happening? I did it! I summoned one! I was beginning to think you'd all given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you!
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice together? Right now? I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers. Also, I really want to try some stall turns and... Huh? That sounded like a... Hey! Wait! Wait!
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check.
Chaska! I summoned it. Although, unfortunately, someone.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate.
You're right. You know, I almost.
Hey, Chaska, how's Goyer doing?
Huh?
These are my. You came up in conversation the other day because I.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you. Anyway, we haven't.
Maybe you.
If you say so.
Goyer, Chaska. Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Redo them? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to tell us that in person.
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected. So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate performance. This was entirely our mistake, and I apologize.
Oh,
Chaska, these people you're with.
Huh?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a war.
Hospitality?
Of course it does. Besides, we still owe you.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too?
That should go without saying. You're flying.
The Flower Feather clan seems.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform.
wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help!
Very well.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and act that Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call. That was your do. I grew up with these creatures. Her whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. She looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride. And judging by the look on your face, it's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect. You're the kind of person I'd still trust even if you had. I think the ends justify the means in this case. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Yeah. Anyway.
Ready? I'm gonna get you! Uh-oh. Are they fighting? Should we try and break them up?
They're fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
Combat training? A little young for that, aren't they?
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troops in the nation, responsible for patrol. And even though times have changed,
Hey, is that Chaska?
Chaska, you're back!
Oh, can you come?
now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary? Yep, that's us, all right.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a Kukusaur. Even Miss Traveler, can you teach me some?
Oh, Miss Traveler! My family.
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to meet Elder Alpa in a few minutes anyway. Kotini, instead of being jealous of other people's Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sort in Yatlan. Easy does it, okay?
Okay.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard your name. Hope it didn't bother you too much. This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hands. She's...
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
That's good. Yatlan will be thrilled.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more... aloof, maybe?
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, there was a period when I was like that. Around the time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a stalemate that can only be resolved by force. Yep, exactly. As long as other options are available, I try to avoid that at all costs. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue actually benefits both sides, even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're both armed to the teeth.
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Oh, thanks. Traveler, Paimon, got a dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Wait, are you running over?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
Trust Chaska to make even...
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay?
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the traveler in Paimon. I heard Chaska was with you, but
Sorry.
Who am I? She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see... Yes. She got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted the moment you took...
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss, but ultimately, she's the only one who can control it.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I'm well... It's just... Every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi. Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. Next time you see her, please tell her to be... If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should meet back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right? Hey, Chaska! Hey, Alba!
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say?
That's putting it much.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in. Back then.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now. Renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the Cinder City, Ochka Natlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part! They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space. Paimon is so full.
Well, if you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alba? Something's come up.
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up, not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still haven't inspected the retrial arena.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize, and Junon spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Take off that mask anyway. You got a huge scar or something?
Take off my mask and see for yourself.
As long as you've thought it through, just go for it.
If you're so tough,
Why do you
don't
never
take off
that
my mask and see
mask
for
anyway?
yourself?
You got a huge scar or something?
If you're so tough, why don't you take off my mask and see for yourself?
Are you sure you don't want to
I appreciate it, boss.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials.
The way things are with the tribe these days? I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future.
Come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. And it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the fly.
Fair enough.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. What? No problem.
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life.
Muskar, I can assure you.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack Don't waste your time on me. In the meantime...
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being...
Used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But
Are all cuckoosaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and...
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the... So we have a mutual understanding with the cuckoosaurs. Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Och Kanatlan again?
Chaska? What are you doing?
The flying squad is hosting retrials.
Maybe you're forgetting the Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder Alpa. Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? Chaska and the Traveler. You're already here. I guess they told you already then. Come on, let's go train together. I'm gonna sit this one out. What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you? I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again. Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. All right, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me? I mean... Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just... wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up...
Well, that's one way to do it.
They've been best friends since they were kids. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone. But sometimes in life...
Hey, look, I'm not doing the whole quest, okay?
It's been a few days since
I'm just trying to get Pyro Travelers. I need to link up with Kei Ching and the others. I mean, dead serious. Can I please, like... Okay! Let's actually do... Oh. Slow... Yeah. Gotta go here anyway, so what matters?
We might be able to help them out! We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
The trial arena. It's not far from the tribe.
Wait, isn't that Yansan? Wonder what she's doing here.
I brought up...
All right.
I'll help you.
These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sort of...
Just prepare to be amazed. Huh?
Ian-san! We were just about to ask you the same... What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon... Kale? Juice? Wait, isn't that your favorite drink? Of course, we're also here to help. What?
Eon-san, traveler...
Cold. I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground.
The abyss. The abyss has come. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
But we haven't been...
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, they're mental. They went missing after the battle. We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess, according to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, suddenly, we've never seen the effects this heightened before. But maybe Gasoithoth was...
Gasoithoth?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago.
Oh, that giant...
True. It poses no threat to us now. But whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all... There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago.
Right! You can purify abyssal...
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough.
So, what can we do now?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave!
We beat Gasoithoth! They...
What is it, Aeon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
So dark.
Huh?
Like underwater. Where's...
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. No, Duarte.
Oh no!
My friend. Duarte. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both... Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.